story on the website of Channels Television, and this is what the article sounds like. Defense Headquarters (DHQ) has broken its silence over the airstrike by the Nigerian Army at Tudun Bini community in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State, saying terrorists embedded with civilians, as they were, amongst civilians, they were with, they were mixed, and so it was very difficult, almost impossible, if not impossible, to differentiate, the civilians, innocent civilians, from the terrorists. Now, according to the article, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Edward Buba, said the airstrikes were targeted at terrorists, and he said the Army's unmanned observed the movement of terrorists at Ligama, an area notorious for being a haven of insurgents. And I quote him, he says, "It should be noted that terrorists often deliberately embed themselves within civilian population centers for the civilian population to bear the consequences of their atrocities." And so my first question is, if he knew that they usually would embed themselves, then why did he, or why did they? I don't know if he's the one who gave the order, but why did they carelessly or mistakenly, still, bomb the area, knowing that there could be civilian casualties? Now, it says, nevertheless, the Nigerian military does its best at all times to distinguish between civilians. The Nigerian Army has since accepted responsibility for the incident, stating that the troops were on a routine mission against terrorists when the mistake occurred. So you see, because they did not give them, information that they were going to be having a celebration, they mistook them for the terrorist. So you've heard the explanation of the military. What are you saying? What are you thinking? I'd like to hear all of that. But let's move on now to the next big story. It's somewhat belated. It's somewhat an old news. But however, the video is now trending. I think it happened on the 1st of December. Today is the 6th of December. However, the video is now trending. I think it started trending yesterday, but it continues to trend because another portion of the video has been edited and posted on social media. And what video am I talking about? It's a video of Evans Bipi, a former House of Assembly member here in Rivers State, saying that he masterminded the 9th of July 2013 House of Assembly incident. And he said this. Maybe I should play the soundbite so you get to hear for yourself, and we will then ask the question, what happened really July 9, 2013? I don't know what happened, so we'll have to dust our history books and we would have to find out what happened on that day.
It's not the structure. It's not the structure. Whose structure are you talking about? I, Evans Bipi, I am one of the original structure of the Abuja man.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Don't you know? 9 July 2013. Who did it?
You.
Okay, what is the structure? Is there anything more than that structure? The structure is you. The structure is me. The structure is we, not there.
All right. Maybe I am the one assuming things, but what happened in Rivers State on the 9th of July 2013? Can we dust our history books? And I'd like to learn on the show today. Maybe I was not even I was not in the know of what politics was at that time. Maybe I was still in my mother's womb. I don't know. Maybe something. Maybe I was under the cave. So I'd like you to educate me. What happened on the 9th of July 2013? Because if I understand if I believe I understand what he's talking about, it is reference to the, can I use the word desecration? Is that the right word? Of our aloe chamber, where we saw, certain atrocities. Not one person, several people. And I'm wondering how many years later we've not been able to, hold anybody accountable. We've not been able to ensure that the law is followed to the letter. And maybe because nobody was punished, and maybe because nobody took the blame, or all of the people involved did not get punished, it looks like a resemblance. It looks like some similarities are beginning to occur all over again in 2023, 10 years later, maybe 10 years and a few months later. And that's why I would like us to go back in time, and I like to understand what happened on the 9th of July 2013, and for us to be able to plan the future and plan it very well, we have to know what our history is saying. I like to say that a lot, right? And so today we will do small history, small history. It's not as far back as just 10 years ago, a decade ago. And so you and I will look at that. But let's quickly mention the third big story before the break. And the third big story has got to do with the soaring cost of food items, the soaring prices of food items in River State. Yes, that's the third big story. Christmas is around the corner. Usually we are in celebratory mode during this period, whether you're Christian or you're Muslim. Usually we celebrate, right? December is like an holiday for a lot of people, except for we in the media, of course, and some doctors and nurses and all of that. But however, Christmas is when we celebrate a lot and we buy a lot of food items. But with the soaring prices of food items in River State, I wonder if we will be able to celebrate as we should. But when we come back from the commercial break, we'll talk about this, and I'll list out the prices of the food items. Stay tuned. Listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kalada Kurubatabo. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We are live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. We are active on X, Nigeria Info PH. You can also send your messages, your thoughts via WhatsApp to the WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. I will reel out the call numbers shortly after I am done talking about the third big story. And I mentioned before the commercial break that the third big story has got to do with the cost of food prices in Rivers State, the soaring cost of food prices in Rivers State. Now, the prices of food items in Port Harcourt are yet to stabilize as the festive season nears, a report says. Now, the report goes ahead to say some traders say the prices could rise further during the festive period. The traders who spoke to our correspondent also complained of low patronage. Okay, so let's listen to some of the traders tell us what's happening at the marketplace.
Tomato 2 cost is expensive. Nobody gree buy am. There is no money. You buy the market to sell. No problem.
One bag of beans, before this month I dey buy am 57. Now for this week I dey buy am 74,000. Even customer they come, they tell the price. They didn't say you know go buy am.
All of them poor now. Those are not oil. Then just the add price. Even tomatoes.
You even use your weakness. No much market due to the cost price of the distance.
All right. You had the traders there say there is very low patronage, and yet the items are very expensive. Okay, so our correspondent who visited the Mile 1, Mile 3, All Meal and Okujago Slaughter Market reports that a 50 kg bag of Nigerian rice, local rice like it's fondly called, that was selling for 45,000 naira, now sells for 54,000 naira. Now, a 25 kg bag initially selling for 23,800 naira, it's now selling for 26,500 naira. A 50 kg bag of foreign rice that used to sell for 47,000 naira is now selling for 56,000 naira, while a 25 kg bag that initially sold for 23,800 naira is now selling for 28,500 naira. Now, 5 liters of groundnut oil, which sold for 7,000 naira, has added 1,000 naira to it. It's now 8,000 naira. And a custard bucket of crayfish, which used to sell for 5,000 naira, has also increased, and it's no longer 5,000 naira. A custard bucket of onions also has increased in price. A custard bucket of fresh tomatoes goes for 3,500 naira, while a single yellow and red bell pepper is now sold for about 1,000 naira. What? A single? I mean, what? Oh my goodness. 1 kilogram of carrot is sold for 1,200 naira. And I have added this to the big stories because I really want to know how much this sacrifice that the president has asked us to sacrifice is affecting your everyday living. Because remember, the president said we should, fasten our economic belt, that it's going to be a bumpy ride for the now, but eventually we would get to enjoy the benefits. We get to reap great benefits. He also said that in no distant time the budget will begin to reflect the earnings of the people once it's passed into law, of course. So I really want to know, how are you being affected by the economic realities? How is it affecting, I beg your pardon, your everyday living? You're making a sacrifice. You've seen some of the things that they have budgeted for, like their feeding allowance, like their travel allowance, like renovation of the VP's quarters. I know you've seen some of those articles on the various pages of newspapers since on Monday. But I mean, how is the sacrifice affecting you? Knowing how they are also sacrificing, as seen in the budget. They could have had more budgeted for some of those things, but they're sacrificing as well. I guess so. 0817-923-0002. First number to call me with. The second number to call me with is 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp number, let's see, 0809-030-6416. All right, so let's get your thoughts and let's talk for development. I really would like to hear what you've got to say pertaining to the big three stories that I have in store for you. I've got Clinton. Clinton is my first caller for today. Clinton is calling from Bori. Clinton, welcome on the show.
Rise in food prices, I think not peculiar to Rivers alone.
All right.
It's something that's nationwide, widespread.
Of course.
And like we're saying, it's related to the removal of fuel subsidy. And it's really unfortunate that up till now the government is yet to look for ways to stabilize the prices of commodities in the market going into the festive season. Like you earlier asked, we are all surviving this. But the truth is that no matter the price, people will still survive. It's the truth. Then on the issue of Evans Bipi, I think the Speaker of that House was Otelema,
yeah.
Yes. And it happened when Amechi fell out with the former President Jonathan, where 5 disgruntled lawmakers decided to impeach a governor of River State.
Okay.
The players then, Michael Chinda, Kelechi, I think, Evans Bipi, yes. Evans Bipi, Martins Amiwole, and Victor Nwo. These are the 5 lawmakers that decided to impeach the governor. In fact, Evans Bipi himself was the one that led talks into the House. That led to the fracas.
We don't know if he led talks, but he said he masterminded 9 July.
Yes, now
we don't know. We don't know any allegations now, but I mean we're doing history.
We saw it now. I know it's allegation. You don't want us to say it, but we saw everything. He was the one that got talks into the House of Assembly, the Yellow Chamber, and led to that. Yet
again, allegations. But go ahead.
So what is happening now is like a replica of what happened in 2013.
Okay.
Where a minority want to take over the House of Assembly. But in this case now, we don't even know. The governor have said it. What is my crime? Let them tell his crime. But they refuse to say that. And they just want to hijack the state, the treasury. But we are saying, the youth are saying it's not possible. Nobody can mortgage our future.
All right.
We'll stand with our governor to the end.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Clinton. Robin from HA, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Canada.
Yeah, welcome.
See, the economic situation is very excruciating, except for those who live in government house and those who live in Afro. It's very tough. Let me tell you, my experience. I have not warmed my wheelbarrow. That's what I call vehicle, car. I have not warmed my wheelbarrow in the past 4 months. I have removed the battery head. Because for you to buy 3 liters, it's 4 point something liters. Where are you going? What are you making in it? It's a hard situation. But these men who have found themselves in power for the past 10, 15, 20, 25 years, they do not know the cost of petrol, nor the cost of food, nor even vehicle. These things are provided by the state, either sub-national or the state. They should continue. We are continuing to endure.
All right.
No problem. Good afternoon. Right.
All right. Thank you very much. I've got Gift from Yenigua. Gift from Yenigua, welcome on the show. What is on your mind? I like to talk with you.
Man of the people. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes. Let me contribute concerning Evans Bipi, the honorable. As a person, I know what played out in 2013.
I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be asking. I don't know. Can you teach me?
You don't know, but I'm aware.
Okay.
And I was still aware, and I'm still telling you that everyone in River State, as long as you're not a baby, we were all part and parcel of the people that saw the game that played out. But the truth of the matter is this. What he's saying about structure that is part of it, I will not argue, because it is PVP family. But the way some of them are sounded, do you know that it was because of this thing that is happening to Evans Bipi that happened to Felix Ogba? But look at how Felix Ogba played my shot.
I'm not here to talk really about. I want to know what happened. You say you know what happened.
What played out? Yeah. The 5 names that my brother Clinton mentioned. I don't need to mention their names. Martin Amewile was part of them. The people that wanted to impeach wrote Michibika and Meshi. Because if you want to go into detail, you will stop people. So there's no need of me going into detail. But we know the 5 names, the actors. But at the end of the day, because it was not backed by the Constitution and rule of law, it did not happen. And it will never happen. That is what I'm telling all of us that are supporters of both Singh and Wike. You cannot tell me, minority, how many persons someone just came out and told the world that I'm the new speaker. Who elected you? Anyone is not a speaker. So they cannot push this other majority out from that house. They are the majority. They will continue to do their work and not quite stop them. That is what I have been telling people. Who cares to listen? I'm trying to use that same word. How can you minority want to ride over the majority in that house? It's not possible. But because you hate a particular person, you are not supporting that case that you condemn 2013. What led to shift the marketing image to eat the head of our brother? So people should be careful as far as I'm concerned. We are falling
Gift. You really sound knowledgeable of 9th July 2013. Now, the next question is, do you think because there were no punitive measures, we're beginning to see it play out again? And if there are no punitive measures, we'll continue to see it play out because people would want to take laws into it.
God bless you. That is the truth. If you condemn this very action yesterday, which is 2013, condemn the one that is playing out today. Whether you want to use in the name of the law to delay or to play games, forget about it. Illegality is illegality. There was no punishment then. People are trying to bring back that whole system. Our foolish to not see the light of the day, to not work. I'm a supporter of sin. It was out of wicked blood sin that these people from PDP are fighting in.
All right, Gift, I've got to go now. Thank you. I've got Kingsley from Rumo Direct. Kingsley, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. My take on this issue is this. I think the governor has comes out in preparation and said that that he didn't employ anybody to talk tough between him and his godfather. For me, we should let the peace to be in River State. And for if both parties, like the party we're talking about here is PDP, and most of the people that is swearing are people from the other side. And majority of people that is making things work is people that is looking for cheap opportunity to gain an access to government. And I want government to be very careful because most of these things that's going on, people will use it to make sure that he act as if they are speaking good about him. But on the other side, they want a chief appointment for him to bring down his government. So, and another thing I want to add based on the issue between the problem in the House of Assembly, I want to say that I stand in the part of our speaker, which the person of Honorable Martin Amekule, and that is the real speaker I know. The other person, we don't.
But there is Kingsley. I understand you're standing with one of the parties, but there is a court order saying there should be no parties. Everybody, stand down.
That is what we are talking about.
Okay.
So what we are trying to say is Evans Bipi, I don't know, like he was making reference on both what happened in the previous part or thereabout.
Yeah.
But what we are trying to say is this: what the minister is saying about structure. Some people are trying to misunderstand the whole thing. You understand? The minister is trying to look at the whole thing that the governor, based on what he said on the onset, that he wants to consolidate. And that consolidation means in adding development and based on what the governor, the past governor have already did. And he wants to add his own. And that is what the governor stands on. So, but people are trying to look at it the other way, trying to put problems in between them. For me, the matter should lie low and let them come in peace terms. The federal capital minister, the federal minister meant well for the state. He is not an ethnic discriminator. So
Kingsley, I've got to go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Origi from Ogbogu, sorry for keeping you for long, but welcome. What is on your mind?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Yes, I'm talking about Kaduna.
Okay, let's go to Kaduna then. What's on your mind?
You see, every community should learn lesson from what happened in Kaduna today.
Okay.
You should not live with a criminal in your house.
Oh, really?
Because by the time you come to chase that criminal, if they will mistake the criminal and catch you, because criminal know how to run. He doesn't know how to run.
Okay.
It was the mistake of that community housing the criminals. And those criminals are not even their friends. They were only those romancing themselves at the time they kill them again. So this is I know that some of the criminals
So Origi, you believe the military? That's what you're saying.
Hello?
So you are saying you believe the statement of the DHQ, the military. You believe them, right?
I believe what the military say, because even it's happened here at Ahoda West and Ahoda East, where those criminals are living with the community.
Okay.
Supposing they find them, go there now and shoot people, they will shoot ordinary persons.
Okay.
And the people that are living there, those criminals will run.
Okay.
So as soon as you spot out a criminal within your vicinity, go and report to the relevant agency. That is one. Two, the food of a king. You see, since I grew up in my life, there is no time food has cost low. Every Christmas, we always mention that food is very high. Transport is high. This is high. It has never been low, but really this year on is more. But then it affects everybody, not only River State.
No, we mentioned River State because we are in River State.
I say it's not only River State.
Okay.
It is everywhere.
All right.
If you travel to every part of Nigeria, and I want to tell you that what is really happening is our cost. Because as soon as they say fuel is 100 naira, the filling station people will hide it to 200.
Okay.
We are not doing something righteously as we think we are. We are not. We are the cause of our problem.
All right.
And we don't also pray good prayer to ourselves.
All right.
No government that comes that is good. No government that is good. Since go on till now, no government they say is good. Until when it will go before we say this government was good. It will never say good. Until it has been as soon as the government goes before they will not say, oh, that past government was good.
All right.
Why do they want to overthrow that government till even the overthrow go on? They overthrow several other governments till we enter up to even our own person, Jonathan. Why do they not allow Jonathan to finish? All right,
Origi, I've got to go. Thank you very much for your time. Now, I would quickly mention before I pick Frank's call that when I mentioned soaring food prices in River State, I wasn't saying it to mock River State. I was saying, since you and I live in River State, these are the prices, and we've been told by the president to fasten our economic belts. I'm asking, how is that sacrifice going? How is it affecting your ability to get through every day? And that's why we're looking at it. We're not looking at it, no. Personally, because you're affected, I am affected, and so I want to get to know what's the impact on your living style, your family, you know, your pocket, and all of that stuff. I've got Frank from D-Line. Frank, welcome. What is on your mind, please? I'd like to know.
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, I'm the great reason why they bomb the community. According to them, they say the community people live with the bandits.
Oh, something like that.
If I'm to agree with their reason, the essence of bombing the bandits is it not for them to protect the citizens of that community? Now they're not kill both the bandits and the community people that they went there to protect. I don't know, I feel like the same bandits they went there to bomb. That is not cogent reason. Innocent people have lost their lives, and they're now telling us that it was an error. The community people said they bombed them twice. You bomb the first one, you bomb the second one. I'm not happy with the way Nigeria will do our own thing. Everything about Nigeria is wrong side. I never hear any good news about Nigeria. Federal government should do something about this bombing.
Right.
Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for calling in. Let's look at some messages now. Let's start with it's not any mistake. It is unprofessional of them to have killed more. They have no gazette to direct them to where the criminals are. I think it is a deliberate mistake, and now they're trying to defend their actions by calling it accidental. In developed countries, people will be resigning or face sack by now. This is a genocide as far as I'm concerned. From Hector. Okay, your thoughts. Let's see. This one is from Americana from Ogbakri, and the message says, if you ask me who I go ask, since the media has no record of what transpired on that fateful day, I think you should ask Honorable Chidi Lloyd. It was the River State House of Assembly leader then, Americana from Ogbakri with that one. All right. I guess it's your local government chairman, right? Let's see. Evans Bipi, why is it that whenever Wike goes to Abuja as minister, he likes troubling River State? And as sitting governor, he did it to Rotimi Amechi and now Sim Fubara. Why would any commissioner of police in River State at those periods support the faction of House of Assembly being used to cause the instability like Mbu, like the present police commissioner Victor from Igbima is asking that question? This one says, my brother, the sacrifice is too dangerous to Nigerians. My expenses are higher than my income. My God. Tinubu, we did not negotiate this with you. Jehovah is watching. Confident in Lebanon from Ozuzu Eche. Okay. Let's see this one. This one says, why didn't the Rivers man who is calling another an Abuja man tell us the role he played on the date July 2013, which is referencing? I'm not interested in any irrelevant date from any politician. That is not what they were elected to do. Most of them elected themselves by rigging. Now someone is explaining what happened on that date, and you're saying it is an allegation. Let the truth be said. For once in this country, illegality and criminality is not properly punished in this country. Flat Earth from Port Harcourt. Now, Flat Earth, I think you've mistaken my use of the word allegation. I'm not the court. You're not the court. I mean, when we see the police do this to innocent people, we cry foul. We cry, oh no, you shouldn't do that. And we tend to do the same when we're given the opportunity. Yes, we're talking for development. Were there talks at the House of Assembly on that day? Yes, they were. But do we know? Do we have proof as to who brought them? No, and that's what the courts will help us find, or decide, when the matter has been prosecuted. But we can't sit here and say, oh, that person is a criminal or that person is not a criminal. We don't have the liberty to do that. I hope you understand me now. This one says, good day, Mr. Batabo. The error bombing of Kaduna resident is caused by the negligence of the Nigerian army. This is not the first airstrike made by Nigerian army. Let federal government retrain the armed forces. Food stocks increase on daily basis. This is quite unfortunate that some Nigerians find it very difficult to take 2 square meals. May God help us. Or an attack Clinton West. I've got a lot of messages pouring in, but let's take this one. Nicholas Erasmus says, my advice is that the River State government and state assembly members should come and be one so that the state will progress. All right, Nicholas, thank you. Kalada, on the murdering of innocent Nigerians by the Nigerian army, no excuse is good enough. Whatever happened, there was I think he meant to say that was so unprofessional. I mean, what excuse is good enough to mistake civilians for terrorists? Are they seeing what's happening in Gaza? Israel is exercising restraint because Hamas carries out their bombings from civilian areas, and that a shame. Newton Ikire. Okay, let's see this one. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. Yeah. I've seen your message, Mr. D. At the judge. That's my conversation for the 5 o'clock hour, so I can't talk about it now. Someone sent me a video of what happened on July 9, 2013. Thank you very much. Let's say this one. Man of the people, greetings. Do we really have genuine elder statesmen in River State? If yes, why are they adamant? As I think he meant why they are idle as things are going so badly in River State. Are they afraid of speaking out the truth? It is very unfortunate. Elder Time got an ability to agree with that one. So let's take some few more calls before the business news that will come your way at the top of the hour. That by 4 p.m. And let's talk. Remember the big three stories. The first one has got to do with the DHQ coming out to explain why the mistake bombing happened on Sunday. And they're saying, it is because the terrorists were in the midst of civilians and it was very difficult to differentiate. But the villagers are saying, no. They bombed us twice. They bombed us twice. And of course, the amount is way above 85, is somewhere around 120 persons who have died. Then we moved on and we talked about a video clip that is currently viral on social media where Honorable Evans Bipi, a former House of Assembly member, has come out to say he masterminded what happened July 9, 2013. And I'm asking, what happened July 9, 2013? Because the only thing I remember in River State was the trouble at a State House of Assembly. So what is he implying? That he masterminded? And then the third one has to do with the soaring food price or food prices in River State. And I'm asking you, how are you getting by? How are you surviving? I know the president has asked us to fasten our economic belt, but how are you getting by? I've got Hector, and Hector is calling from Buguru. Oh, I missed that one. I've got Dakuku. Dakuku is calling from Eche. Dakuku, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Dakuku. Welcome.
So the cost of the cost of commodity in the market is affecting everybody, even if me. What is good today, what you buy today, 15 naira, tomorrow go you buy 200 naira.
Interesting.
I get my point.
I'm guessing.
People do not living well as they did before. Go around of this nation, you know that people are suffering in Canada. I'm telling you, every day I cry, I pray, and I always pull out tears from my eye because of what I have been seeing, the kind people behind me. I just tell the truth. People don't feel normal.
All right.
I see you're enjoying you're playing your music, knocking your head. I'm watching you. Canada, I'm watching you, knocking your head. I'm watching you.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. But I'm listening to you, Dakuku.
I would like to see. I wait for you until you come down.
All right, then. Thank you very much, Dakuku. Thank you very much for your time. Let's see. I've got Richard from Elime. Richard, welcome. Oh my, I missed that call. Azunda from Ingbushimini. Azunda, welcome. Let's talk for development, please.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, greetings to you. Welcome.
What I want to comment on is on the statement credited to Evans Bipi. So he was among those that wanted to impeach the government of Metis at that time.
Okay.
But you know why I'm not surprised?
Why are you not surprised?
All these our so-called leaders. He was once a militant before he became a house member. So
what do you mean by he was once a militant? I don't understand that. What do you mean by he was once a militant?
He was a militant before he contested for House of Assembly.
All right.
So
that's
do
you have a proof to the fact? Were you in the forest with him? Were you in the jungle?
Go and make your findings.
Oh, I should go and make my findings. All right then. All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, Azunda from Ngoshimini. Thank you very much. Do I have time for one more call? Let's see. It's almost time. Okay. 60 seconds. Let's do one more call. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Remember, we've got the business news coming at 4 o'clock, and after the business news, we have Canvas on air, and we will be talking, Canvas, the Niger Delta Roundtable. We'll be looking at issues concerning the Niger Delta. Ilumba from Artillery, welcome.
I greet you, Canada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. You've got 60 seconds. Can you please...
I want to talk about food price that are so high.
Okay.
Canada, this one is be like voting. They don't talk to what just happened to the people. Since we finish election is gone. Life continue the same. Nothing changes. You're getting worse as they break. This bread, what would they chop like 15 naira before? They're selling it at 250 naira.
Okay.
Can you imagine this thing? Life is just getting worse for people. Mainly these local people, nothing. But those of them who don't have a property before and big money before, I don't think it's affecting them. Even if it affects them, it's small. So another thing I want to talk is about this thing that
summarize because we don't have time. We don't have time, Ilumba. I gave you 60 seconds. I've given no time is up. It's 4 p.m. and it's time for the business news.